Where are all my Caton Clark under haters? Let's go. Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday morning. It's Craig Ben, aka CashKeg, here with you from DailyEdgeSports.com. Get them brooms out. 4-0 sweep, 2 of the Caton Clark unders. Under points, under 3-pointers made. They just had someone, they shut her down, man. I mean, Iowa won that game. I know there's some controversy about that screen at the end of that game. I thought it was a moving screen. When you saw it from one angle, it didn't look like it, but from the head-on angle, she clearly moved over. But it was great to see Iowa pull out that, and it'll be a fun game against them in South Carolina for the championship. But yeah, Denny Avdia did his thing, got his over points. RJ Barrett over his points and assists, and then said Clark 2 under. So 4-0. Let's keep this train going. I got 3 plays for you here. 2 in the early game in the Cleveland LA, and then we got 1 game in that Memphis Philly game. So if you don't have that Prizepicks account, you want to join us, use that promo code CashKeg and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. And hey, let's just get after it. All right, Prizepicks desktop is up here. We're going to talk about 3 plays. Like I said, 2 from the early game, the Cleveland and LA game. And then we got 1 from the Memphis and Philly game, which is going to be at, it looks like 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we got 1 there. So first thing I always like to do for this, I like to head on over to our Daily Edge Sports tool. Again, we have all these tools available for our elite subscribers. And I always pull the projection EV up, but I really like our Elite Edge tool. You're going to get custom projections for field goal attempts, offensive, defensive rebounds, things like that not a lot of other sites have out there. They're just going to give you odds on some things, and there's no odds for specific things like that. There's no odds for offensive, defensive rebounds. You're going to get custom projections here. So first one we're going to look up that I found this morning is Rui Hachimura going up against Cleveland. They're going to need his size. They've been playing good with him in the starting lineup. 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to project it for 22.98. So well over the projected 19.5 mark. Pinnacle has that line at -130. So we pull up Rui here, kind of look at him a little bit. As you can see, it's a pretty popular play, but I completely understand why. And our projection set kind of pushes towards that as well. He's cleared this in 8 of his last 10 games. Again, we should see pretty decent minutes out of him going up against these guys with how big Allen and Mobley are down there. They're going to need his size, and hopefully his shot has fallen. I do like that he's, averaged around 11 shot attempts over the last 10 games, which is nice to see. So gets there, doesn't get to the line a ton, only about 2 times a game, but the minutes are nice, around 31-minute average. I think we're going to see closer to that 31, 32 minutes here. And the rebounds, he's good, grab a few of those, but I really like to see this 8 out of 10. I understand why people like this play. Our projection backs it up. If we look at the plus EV, backs it up. We're going to go Rui Hachimura, more than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Next one we're going to look at in the same game, we're going to go to Max Strus. Now, if we come over to our tool and pull up old Max Strus and kind of see what he is all about here, there's a couple different ways I think you could go here. I think you could go fantasy score with him. I think you could go points with him. Pinnacle has it at -131 at the over 9.5 points. It's got pushed to 10 at 12.23 is what we have projected. Or points, rebounds, and assists, which is pretty popular. It's actually a negative EV play here in the odds-wise at the 17.5 number. Pinnacle actually has it at -131, and that's a pretty popular play. So I was between the points and the points, rebounds, and assists with him and fantasy score. I think with just looking at the odds, I think I'm going to go points here. I know that the points, rebounds, and assists is pretty popular, but I'm going to go points here. One thing about the Lakers, if you kind of look at their if we want to look at their 3-point game, because he does take a lot of threes, they are actually ranked bottom 3 in the NBA in 3-pointers made allowed. So That definitely helps his game. He played them back in October 25th. He made 3 threes that game, and he ended up putting up 13 points. So I think we're going to see a lot of catch and shoot threes from Strus. It truly helps when Mobley's back, Mitchell, Garland, all those guys are back, because he doesn't have to be the man. He can be the role player that he truly is, and he can get out there and knock down a few threes. The minutes should be there for him as well. He's, averaging around 31 minutes a game over his last 10. And, he's going to shoot the ball probably 10 to 12 times. There's a lot of guys that got to shoot in this game, but I think it truly helps him with those threes that he does shoot, against the Lakers, and having all those guys back. So if you want to play two of the other ones, you can go, again, points, rebounds, and assists where everybody else is at, or you could go fantasy score. I prefer the points, though. That's where I'm going to lean on this one for Max Strus, more than 10 points. And then the last one we're going to talk about here, we're going to go over to Memphis and Philly. We're going to go to G.G. Jackson here. This is one where we see the line is at 19.5. There's no real line out there in the books. We have our own, we pull it up at 17.5. We got projected for just 13 points. So this line just feels super high for me. And if we go look at this game, injury-wise, everyone's a game-time decision. Joel Embiid, has come back, but he's a game-time decision. Tobias Harris is. Tyrese Maxey is. And then over on the Grizzlies side, Aldama is. Bane is for back soreness. Brandon Clark is game-time decision. Jaren Jackson is. Luke Kennard. John Conchart, a lot of these guys are game time decisions here. So it's one of those things where I just feel this is way, 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 way too high. And I don't understand why it's at 19.5 for him. If he was going to get it done, he should have got it done yesterday against Detroit. Played a game yesterday. Had played 27 minutes, only put up 15 points, shot the ball 6 from 12, 50% from the field. But he's only averaging around 12 shots over the last 10 games. Again, if those guys are out, say, Bane, Jackson, Clark, and all those guys again, then I can understand where he might be a little bit nervous, because there's a couple games in late March he did pop off. He put up 35 against Golden State Warriors and 22 against the Sacramento Kings. But if Embiid plays here and Maxey and all those, man, I really don't think he's going to get there, even if those guys sit on the Grizzlies. And if we see 26 to 30 minutes out of him, I'm just going to take a chance that he doesn't get there. So I'm going to go less than 19.5 points for G.G. Jackson. No problem going there. Again, hopefully Harris, Maxey, and Embiid play, because if they do, I really like the play. So those 3 plays for you: 2 for the early game, 1 for the later game. If you want more picks, plays like this, head on over to dailyedgesports.com and check us out. Or if you want a free month, you can be a first-time depositor here at Prizepicks, or you can head on over to our free offer page and be a first-time depositor at Underdog, Parlay Play, Sports Quack, Sleeper, Dabble, Betar, Chalkboard, any of these, and get a free month of dailyedgesports.com and get access to all the tools that we have, including modeling and everything else. So, again, appreciate you guys. Let's keep this streak going. Have an awesome Saturday. See you on the flip side. Deuces.